Hi, I'm Lain Ehmann with layoutaday.com with a quick video tip for simple and fun scrapbooking. I wanted to talk with you today about layering. That is a question I get over and over and over again from people in my community, from people who attend my classes, on my blog, on my podcast, you name it, people are asking about layering. That is because layering is really, really hot right now. If you go to Pinterest or go to any of the scrapbook galleries, you will see tons of product layered in fun and intricate ways on pages. The first thing you need to know is just as the fashion models in magazines, whether it's Oprah's magazine or Elle or Vogue, the ladies and how they dress is not necessarily how someone would dress in real life. So the layouts you see in galleries, particularly ones that are on design teams and are trying to use particular products in new and innovative ways, that's not necessarily the way we need to scrapbook for our everyday life and our everyday memories, especially if we are trying to get it done quickly. So throw the idea of the catwalk out of your mind and let's get real. When you layer on your scrapbook pages, you need to follow a kind of process, just like getting dressed in the morning, to relate this back to fashion. Creating your scrapbook page is much like getting dressed in the morning. While you might have a particular bracelet or necklace or earrings that you're dying to wear, or a particular embellishment you're dying to put on your page, you don't necessarily put that on first. You may arrange your page or your wardrobe or your outfit around that, but you're not going to put on your earrings before you put on your foundation garments, before you put on your skirt and your blouse and your jacket and your makeup, whatever else you might want to do. So that's how we need to build our scrapbook pages. We need to think about our foundation garments, and our foundation always starts with the cardstock or the pattern paper. So you're going to start with that when you layer. Layering is the process of creating visual or physical layers on your page. So we're going to start with the foundation of the page and build from there. And just like getting dressed, you're going to add the bigger items in first and then layer the smaller items in. And a couple tips that I have learned. One is to start with the bigger items. So for instance, when I was creating this page, which has, it's still a simple scrapbook page, but it's got quite a few layers, I started with this large photo. It's a panorama photo, so it's larger than a 4x6. And then I also started with this large piece of pattern paper here that's got the built-in who, what, when, and I started with this large piece or larger piece of cardstock over here on the right. That is where I began my page. Then from there, I decided what I wanted to draw attention to. I noticed that I had a large white area over here, so I built this little embellishment gathering down here at the bottom. I started again with the cardstock underneath. I layered in a piece of pattern paper that was die cut, and then I put in some other embellishments and a little journaling circle down there too. When you're layering, you're going to vary patterns, you're going to vary sizes, and you're going to vary dimensions. So when I look at the page, it actually does have different dimensions on the page. I've got stamping right on the page. I've got washi tape on the page. But then I've got some other items that stick up more. So just like, again, when you're creating an outfit, you're going to make sure that the items blend together, but you're going to play with texture. You're going to play with pattern. You're going to play with color. Now, I know that doesn't give you 100% of what you need to know about layering, but it's a place for you to start. Think about your foundation and build from the larger pieces towards the smaller. And even if there's one thing in particular, whether it's some washi tape or some rhinestones that you're just dying to use on that page, don't start with those smaller elements. Start with the larger ones and build and add layers, add texture, add color, and pretty soon you'll have something that works together really well. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this short, simple scrapbooking video tip for you. If you like videos like this, please go over to my blog, layoutaday.com/video, and sign up for more. Or subscribe to my iTunes channel. That works too. Bye.